Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Vicky, and on my channel we do fun, easy, perfectly imperfect crafting. So if that sounds like your thing, why not hang around for a little bit? Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, doesn't matter what you do as long as you have fun. So today I just wanted to show you all of the goodies that we've been working on over the past couple of months, pretty much since Christmas, because we did go a bit quiet over the Christmas period. It just got really busy on the other shop, on the other Etsy store that we run, and that kind of took over. So we're starting to slow down now, and I'm kind of getting back into the swing of uploading things to Etsy, getting into the social media again. So just wanted to show you what's new basically. It is very cold here today, which is why I have my fluffy jumper on, so please excuse that. I'm not in my nightie or anything. It's just, it is very, very cold today. So the first couple of things I want to show you are the ephemera. I can't remember when I uploaded these to Etsy. They're not brand spanking new, but I just wanted to show you and to kind of show you to the full extent of something that you would receive if you was to purchase one. So I'll just take it out of that bag. Basically this is just, I have a huge amount of old newspapers, you know, the ones that come in hardbacks, loads of them, and I personally myself cannot get through them. There's just too many. So I thought, well, why not share the love? Loads of people out there want to find real vintage ephemera, real vintage adverts, and I've got them. So I thought I'd share them with you. So basically this here is one bundle. So if you was to buy the listing on Etsy, this is what you would receive. So there's, as you can see, loads. It's mainly adverts, or just like random snippets, random cutouts. I mean, you could use, obviously I've cut around this advert, but if you really wanted to, you could use that side, or vice versa. You could just have some writing. But yeah, there's loads of different sizes, skins on fire, loads of random wording and things like that. And it's just perfect for ephemera, perfect for just decorating random pages. I mean, you know what you want to do with all your ephemera pieces, and you also know how hard it is to come across this type of ephemera, which is literally, I was just sitting there one day looking at the pile of books I've got, and I just thought, oh my goodness, I'm never going to get through it, not all by myself. So I decided to cut it up into little bits and pieces and share the love with you guys, because why not? We're a happy community, we're a sharing community, so let's just share what we can when we can. I mean, some of these images are just absolutely stunning, like of the women. I think they're absolutely beautiful. And if you're making like a vintage ladies journal, these would be perfect. Obviously they will be random, so I can't guarantee that you will get exactly what you're seeing. In fact, you probably won't, because I only have one of each paper, if you see what I'm saying. I can't remember how they run. Was it like by week or by month? I can't remember, but I only have one of each copy, so there may not be like duplicates, but there's such a range that I am pretty sure you could find a use for it anywhere. I mean, look at that. Diamonds and Pearls, New Bond Street, London. One of these had the dates on, so I think it was one of the larger ones, so I'll have a look at that and let you know the dates. They're from the 1800s. It's so lovely. I love looking at them. Every time that it feels like I'm looking at something new. So you'll obviously get the smaller ones, the larger ones, and these ones you could fussy cut around all of this, or use it within the journal itself. This one's perfect because it's got two sides, and you could easily use either side. So, and what was this one? Great Marlborough Street. established 1780. One of these did have the dates on, and now I can't find it. But it's 100%. Oh, it was on the other pack. Hold on. That's it. So this piece here is from the other pack that I have. I've got ready to go, and it's the Illustrated London News. That's where that's the book that it comes from, and it was published November 12th, 1898. So proper vintage. 1898, yeah. Illustrated News. So there's lots of them going. I've currently got 2 ready to go. The rest have either sold, or I haven't quite made them up just yet. But as you buy, I will package them all up and get them shipped out to you ASAP. So that's all of, oh, that was upside down. So that's the that for me is really exciting, because if I could get my hands on something like this, then I'd be very, very happy. Because sometimes it is just so hard, like golden books. I try and get golden books all the time, and I cannot get them for love nor money without paying an arm and a leg. So super happy with this little bundle here. So if I just move that to the side. Okay, so, and then the next little bundle was, you see some of it in the opening clip there. I had a bit of a clear out over Christmas, and I just found that there were loads of things that I had a ton of, and it was either I had a ton of them and I would never get through them by myself, so I needed to share the love, or I just didn't use them. So I just wanted to kind of make them available to everybody, really. So this is a bundle where you will receive all of these. This Etsy listing itself will give you approximate numbers of everything that you'll receive. I just had so many of these that I've just chopped my pack that I had in half, and they're great for anything, really. I mean, you can use them as pockets, little, just, or if you are selling your journals, you could fill these with ephemera and do them as freebie bags. Same with Happy Mail, you can just put them in your Happy Mail with little bits, extra bits and pieces. But they're easily decorated, easily tea stained, you can ink on them, they're perfect, they're great. So that's that. Then these ones are exactly the same, just very, very small. Then there is, I have a ton of these, and I don't know where they came from, who bought them, if I bought them, and why I bought so many, I don't know. But I have these little tags with the twine, and then, oh, there's this big bag. Now this big bag is full. I'm debating whether to actually get it all out because there is just so much. But it's a mixture of handmade items, stuff that I've made myself. Again, it's stuff that I've made myself to be put away for myself to use in journals, but I have such fun making the stuff that I make too much of it and I will never get through it. So there's little bits and pieces like the 4-petaled envelopes, there's like a few of those. Then there's some other mini envelopes. We've got some of the stuff that I made on YouTube last year, just because I haven't got round to using them and I don't want them to go to waste. So I'd rather give them to somebody that I know would either use them or needs them because they're just starting out, or some just wants to build their stash, basically. Then we have these specimen cards. I had these in abundance, so I've just split them up. There's a huge bundle there. Obviously, like I say, the actual Etsy listing will list numbers. Then there's 3 packs of guest checks, brand new. I've just got so many, need to get rid of some. There's some cards and postcards. What else is there? That's the guest checks. Oh, some handmade envelopes, some larger specimen tags, and some DL envelopes. There's quite a lot there. I think there's nearly 50 of them actually. Like I say, I've just got way too many. I like buy them wholesale and I've just got way too many. So all of that is one big bundle, and that is available on the shop. So whoever gets that is one lucky crafter. So recently I have been working on some new items, as well as obviously my new journals. This actual video I was umming and ahhing whether to actually film it, because what I really want to do is I want to make a start on my A to Z journal, but there's stuff that I'm making that I want to use within the journal. So I was like, no, don't film a video at all, just leave it. And I thought, no, I've got stuff I want to show people, I want to show off, so I'll show them all off at once, and then we'll do another video and I'll show you the things that I finally finished making. So at the moment I currently have my 2 3D printers working their little bottoms off making these. So you've seen these stencils before, but the way that you have seen them is they were just squares. So what I've done is I've combined them and added a little hole up the top, because my whole idea was that I wanted to have all of my stencils together, and I misplaced quite a lot of stencils because I'd find new places to store them, or some were too big and so they didn't fit where I was putting them. So I thought, no, I'm going to make a loop system and these little rings here so that you can actually hang them, and then there's no storage needed, they're hangable. So you've seen these ones. So all of the ones that are available on the shop now will be edited to fit this kind of template. So they'll all be the same size, they'll all have this little hole at the top, but there is going to be some added extras. So there's going to be some of these types of stencils, just patterns. I've done quite a few patterns that I'm really happy with. This is one of them. I love this, can't wait to use this in my A to Z journal. I've got some animal print, I've got some like love hearts, roses, I've got loads. So all of these, when they are finished printing, they will be up on the shop and you will be able to buy them individually. So you can buy just the one stencil if you just like this one, or you can buy them all and have them all looped together perfectly on the little ring. So hopefully my 3D printers will start working a bit faster and they can get churned out a bit quicker and up on the shop. As soon as they're up, I'll let you know. So there's a few journals that have gone up onto the shop. This one you've seen before, it's not a new one, but this one is a new one, and for Christmas I got a load of new vintage, new old books, and I cannot wait to make more of these. They just turned out so lovely. I'm so happy with how they turned out. So at the moment I've only got these 2 on the shop, but I am planning on getting more. I've got loads of Enid Blyton books, and I've also got a few, I think 5 or 6 of Noddy. So yeah, really looking forward to doing that. And I think I've given a flip through of this Noddy book, but I'll just give you an extra flip through, just a rough flip through so you can see all of the imagery again, because it is absolutely stunning. I had such a good time filling this out and using the pages as like ephemera. Absolutely love it. Added in some other vintage book pages, made some large tags out of book pages as well, so it's all been incorporated. The whole book has been incorporated into this journal, and it is so lovely. Loads and loads and loads of writing space. I really want to make sure that there is enough writing space, because obviously when you see images like this you might not want to cover it at all, so you might want to leave that. So I thought, well, for every kind of page that possibly might not get covered, there has to be a plain page. So that's why there's loads of writing space, journal space, and little scrap pads as well for you to write on. It's a lovely hardback one, this as well. All original covers, original pages. It's just stunning. So, and then this one is the Enid Blyton Book of Fairies. And this one has actually got on the inside, this was original, and it belonged to a Debbie 40. And that's so cute. I remember when I had some of these as a child, all these like my books belong, this book belongs to kind of stickers. I used to write like that as well, just write my name everywhere. Again, it's using all of the same vintage book pages, and I've turned some of them into tags and journaling cards. I mean, that's just beautiful, isn't it? I love it. It's so much fun making this one, and I think the reason why I haven't made any more is just because I did have so much fun, so I kind of want to like prolong it. I don't want to just keep whacking them out and keep making them. I want to extend the process for as long as possible. So this one, again, there is a hell of a lot of writing room, lots of vintage book page, lots of originals. I mean, and like these ones, where these aren't coloured, you could colour these in. So like with the noddy ones, you would probably feel like you would need to leave those pages because you couldn't bear to cover them up, whereas one of these you could actually colour in and add your own little doodles to the pages and just accentuate it even more. So there's so much that you can do with these. Please don't look at them and think, well, I can't touch that because it's too pretty. They're meant to be used. Please use them. I think I would have a great time colouring in all the little images. So yes, lots of room, lots of writing room, lots of little pieces of ephemera on some really lovely cardstock as well. I think that was natural white cardstock, that, and these are all like craft card. Look at that imagery. Could you imagine colouring them in, and then they'd just be perfect, wouldn't they? They'd be great left as they are, or you can colour them in and have a bit of fun yourself and kind of make them your own. Absolutely love them. So that's the two kind of like altered books that I have available at the moment. Then I've got this cute little teddy bear book, and it's just full of cute teddy bears. I just could not resist. Everywhere I was going, there was teddy bears, and I just thought, oh, you can go in, you can go in. So there's some vintage book page as well in there, as well as lots of plain pages. That's another vintage, that's from a bird book. A little notebook in there, in that little belly band. That's super sweet, so you could write little notes in there. And this one, it reminds me of my daughter's favourite teddy, which is a polar bear. It looks exactly like that. It's so sweet. Yeah, so just really, really sweet, full of teddy bear images. So it'd be great for like a newborn, or just like reminiscing on your childhood, or your child's childhood, or your grandchildren. And then in the covers we've just got some printed ephemera. So that's the teddy one. There's so many that I just want to do really quick flip throughs just to show you basically everything, because there's some of them that I want to show you the inside, and then some of them that I just absolutely adore the covers, so I just want to go into detail about the covers. This cover I absolutely love. Lots of floral trim. This piece of lace here and this doily, that's vintage. And then I've made this, I think it was slow stitch. I'd done it quite a while ago, and it was just sitting on my desk for so long, and I just kept putting it to the side and thinking, I can't use it, it's too pretty, I can't use it. And eventually I just used it. So I ended up making this beautiful journal. It's just a one signature. And then inside we have, so it's obviously like a Valentine's theme, like a love theme. And we have some lace pockets on the front and the back cover, and they both hold a large tag which can be journaled on, and then these really cool huge cards, and the heart ones are actually like the sweets, you know, the be mine, hug me, kiss me, those kind of things. And then you've got these ones, and I was going to decorate them and then put them in, but I thought actually it would be fun for you to decorate them when you get them. And you could make your own little altered playing cards. So I know that there is some in the pockets on the covers. I'm not sure if I included some throughout the journal, but there's definitely some postcards that can be made funkier. You could decorate them up. I've left them plain for you. Lots of room for writing and photos, journaling, some pockets and tags, and then yeah, that was the other pocket there with the cards and the tag. Really lovely mix of colours in this journal. It's obviously mainly pink, but there's lots of greens and yellows. So the majority of them are journals are kind of Valentine-y theme, but they don't have to be, if you know what I mean. This one is our Purple Bliss one. So this was handmade, and I absolutely love this little technique of the velvet ribbon and a handmade cabochon there. Then everything else I believe is vintage, apart from the actual fabric, that's not vintage, but all of this that I've collaged onto the front, that is vintage. All vintage lace fabric, and I believe this was on a tablecloth. I'm not sure, I think I cut around it. But and then we have some silver. My daughter bought me some silver book corners for Christmas, and I'm obsessed with them because I only ever found gold or bronze. I never was able to get my hands on anything other than them. And then when she found them, she was like, oh, Mum will love them. And she was right, I really did. So I was very happy with that as a little Christmas present. It came in a big bundle of other pieces of ephemera and stickers and washi tape as well. She got me some washi tape. Paper clips I received as well. So there was like, it was like a huge bundle. Very happy with that. So this one, again, lots of writing space. This one's kind of got like a pinky purpley theme, but you can still easily incorporate other colours into it. Don't have to be limited to just the colours within the book. By all means, please add your own. And then the back and the front pockets just have some random pieces of ephemera, as well as some journaling cards. And all this is vintage as well. This pocket here, that's all vintage. I had a huge bundle of it, so I was just like working through it. Then this is one of my favourites. I wonder why. I just think that the colours are so beautiful. They're so like muted, but still quite bright and vibrant. So we have this beautiful like rose spine, rose lace spine. Obviously the spine. Then the back, this is actually a paper cover, and then I've covered it with lace, pink lace, and I've used my silver book corners as well. You're going to see them a lot, I think. That's a vintage lace. Now these little pieces here, these are a mix of vintage and not vintage. I don't believe that these ones here are vintage, but this one and possibly this one, I think that they might be. And then I just added a little bow and some roses on. And I mean, look at that. It's so lovely. All the pink little frills. Absolutely adore it. I love it. So just a quick flip through. So this is like, obviously when you look at it, you kind of think it's, oh gosh, it's very pink. But the inside of it is very, very blue. So it's kind of like a blue Valentine. And I don't know what it is about blue and Valentine. I just absolutely love it. I think it's because you don't often see it, because everything, when you think of Valentines, you think of like reds and pinks. So to see something like blue and still look so stunning and so obviously Valentine, I think it's lovely. So there's lots of ephemera pieces and pockets, and random pages. You've got some velcroed hidden journaling spots, or you could glue this down here if you wanted to and use it as a pocket. Totally up to you. So that's just like a little small one as well. It's not huge in comparison to the other that I believe they're like 6 by 8. So this is a little bit smaller, but just as lovely. So that's that one. And then we have this little beauty, another one where I love the cover. I don't think anything, oh no, these two pieces here, these are vintage. I'm not sure about this fabric. I can't work out if it's vintage or not, and I can't remember. I'm going to say it's not, just in case it isn't, but I used this beautiful lace trim again on the spine, and then threw in this beautiful, beautiful ribbon to make a bow. And this one is a bunny themed book. You wouldn't believe it from the front, would you? But yeah, it's very bunny themed. It's not heavy bunny, but there's lots of imagery and vintage Peter Rabbit book pages within. Lots of what am I trying to say? Envelopes. These have actually got ephemera pieces in them. They're full up, so lots of lovely little bits and pieces that you can use throughout the journal itself. And some postcards, lots and lots of little tags. Again, loads of writing room. I do like to ensure that there is loads of writing room, as well as some loose ephemera that you could use and incorporate in your own way. And I mean, you don't even have to use this ephemera that I've included within this journal. You could take it out and use it in another journal, take it out and put it in Happy Mail. It really doesn't matter. How many signatures is in this one? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 signatures in that one. Nice, chunky, plenty of room for your journaling. I'm not sure if that's the largest one that I've done, or was it possibly this one? No, this one's huge. This one's huge. How many signatures? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 signatures. And isn't that just beautiful? I absolutely, this is one of my favourite things. I absolutely love when the outside of a journal looks like this. I think it's just so stunning. You know, when you put them on the shelf, you can either choose to have the spine showing, because this is the problem that you have, is that's a beautiful spine with these beautiful little flowers and roses and ribbons and vintage lace. But then you also have this, and it's like, it's kind of a mess, but it's a beautiful mess. So which way do you display it on your shelves? Or do you have it facing outwards so that you can see all of this loveliness? 9 times out of 10 I have mine facing forward so that the cover is what is seen. But yeah, you have to let me know, what do you actually prefer? Do you prefer to have them on the shelf with the spines out, which is obviously standard? Do you have them front facing so you can see the covers? Or if it's got a nice opening like this, do you leave it this way? Which way is the best way? So again, this is Valentine's themed. We've got some playing cards included. I won't go through the whole thing because obviously it's huge, there's loads, but just know that within it there is obviously lots and lots and lots included. So you've got some hidden journal spots and pockets, loads of tags. Oh, they're so cute. Look at them. They're so cute. Little journaling cards inside pockets as well. Absolutely lovely. Vintage book page, loads of snippets, loads of fabric, loads of plain pages as well, so that obviously you've got room to journal, and lots of like little quotes in that. So this one, love one another but make not a bond of love, let it rather be a moving sea between the shores of your souls. So there's lots of oh, and this was an old planner, I think. Was it a planner or a colouring book? I can't remember, but I gutted it either way because it was out of date and I just thought it was stunning and I couldn't throw it away. So I gutted it and used it throughout some of my journals quite recently. Obviously quite heavy in this one, But yeah, there'll be loads of that in there. So there's obviously some vintage book page as well as some more recent book page. But it's just very pink, very girly, and just absolutely, and this, I absolutely love this vellum, printed vellum. That was used quite a lot throughout, because although it's not Valentine theme, it still fits in nicely, like with the colours and the roses and things like that. That would make a nice little bookmark, that one, wouldn't it? That would make a nice little bookmark for that journal. It's so cute. And then you could pop something else in there. Yeah, so that's just a huge book. It doesn't have to particularly be for Valentine's. It could also be for like your paper anniversary, or just an anniversary, or if you just love the style as much as I do. It doesn't even have to be love themed. You could put pictures of your dogs in it. You could do whatever you like in it. It's totally up to you. So there's, I think, 3 more that I wanted to show you. So that was my little friend there. This large, oh, I'm having to fight all of my journals at the moment. This large pink bird journal. This one's got a lot of love on Etsy so far. What is that? That is a piece of glue, isn't it? It's one of those stringy pieces. So let's go with this one first, my little friend. Again, the fabric itself that I've used to make the journal, that's not vintage, but this here, this is vintage. And that just wraps around the spine. Another kind of spring, Easter, bunny, chick vibe about it. Now this one was printed, all of them, well not all of them, but some of the pages, it was printed on this beautiful cardstock that I have, which I believe was called a rich cream hop sack, or was it linen? It was one of the two, either linen or hop sack, and it honestly, it is so beautiful. It's so lovely, and this type of imagery, like the colouring, it prints out so well on it that I just couldn't resist. I had to use it. So, and it's very hardy as well, so I believe it would take like watercolour, because it's quite thick, so I think it would, but it takes a lot of other mediums like your King Art gel sticks, all of your inking stuff, paints, all of that. So again, lots of printed pages that can be covered up or left as is, which is cute. And then loads of plain pages for you to add your own bits and pieces to. Charm there that's getting in the way. Lots of pockets, lots of ephemera, lots of cuteness. So yes, that's that one. And then the very last one is the pretty pink birds. So this is, obviously you will not receive your book with this on it. That's just so I know what it is. And this one is exactly what it says on the cover. Pretty and pink, full of birds as well. So we have some fabric yo-yos. Again, they are not vintage. However, this pink that I've made the cover out of, that is vintage. And as is this little doily piece here that I've scrunched and popped on the front. Then on the spine we have the same fabric, this vintage fabric. You get better look at it there. I've just ruffled that up and put that on the spine with the addition of those little pink daisies. Super, super cute. A nice flush opening there. No glitzy pieces of lace or anything like that. This inside is very pink, blue and gold. I love this. Absolutely love it. I don't know why. I just really love it. It's just one of my favourites and I have no idea why. So lots of plain pages. I've added in some snippets, some postcards as well, some vintage storybook pages, lots of very, I don't want to say overly decorated because sometimes it comes across as negative and that's not what I mean at all, but the pages are very heavily decorated with imagery, and then there's lots of obviously plain pages as well. We have some map pages, book pages. There's a bit of everything in this one. How many signatures do we have? We have 5. So that one's a 5 signature journal as well. I mean, it's lovely. So yeah, that is all of the journals that are now available on our Etsy store, and a quick little glimpse as to what will be coming your way in terms of stencils. I was going to do like a whole Valentine's launch, but honestly I just haven't had the time. The other shop, it's just mayhem at the moment. We had Christmas and now we've got Valentine's Day, so everyone's getting their orders in prior to Christmas, for Christmas, and now they're getting their orders in for Valentine's. So I'm trying to find the time to do bits and pieces, and it's not always easily done, but I promise I will make more time in the future, and we will have more fun and film more videos using absolutely anything I can get my hands on. So I'm hoping that my next video will either be me showing the full collection of stencils, or it will be me working it in my A to Z journal. I'm not sure, but either one is going to be fun, and I hope you tune in, and I hope that 2025 for me and for you is very, very creative, very, very fun, and just full of new learning experiences for us and our journaling journey. So I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you check out some of the items that are on the Etsy store. There will also be a couple of vintagey Valentine's collage downloads available. Again, if I get them done within the next couple of days, I'll do a little flip through and let you see all of those as well, but they'll be available on the shop as and when they are ready. So that's everything said and done. I hope you all have a lovely day. Today is Saturday for me. I'm not sure when this is going to be posted, but I am planning on having a very relaxed crafting day, and I hope you can have the same either today, tomorrow, or someday in the future. Thanks everyone. Bye.